guys, today we are going to discuss what has been said in the Discord by the official developers of Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and I will also report on two very cool events that just happened, and one of them is the one that I organized. Let's go! Okay, so first thing, actually it's not official by the devs, but some people are sad that they cannot get Poron because they missed some event, and Momo34 said, hey, if you find yourself interested, it takes 12 weeks to get to level 13 friendships. I've arranged a whole group of us into what I'm calling a community closet, and we're helping each other with different event clothing needed to get Poron and just even clothing exchange in general. Just ping me if you're interested or want more info. So actually, you cannot get Poron if you don't have all the clothing, and the clothing are only tradable at level 13 of friendship with another player, so that's why they're actually trying to push to get to this level with random people who want to do that. So if you're interested, go join them. Ilenia Where's Mix said, wait, aren't we supposed to advise new player to use the multiplayer level for trading even clothes? I didn't know that. I did it naively. And Chelsea said, oh no, that's perfectly alright. Then she said, some people talk just about it like we're punishing people who don't want to do multiplayer, when it's in fact the opposite. We fully intend for people to take the year, but if people are that dedicated to do multiplayer, they can't get around it. Spicy said, I'm finding with all the extra things getting added to the game is making it very time consuming to complete all the tasks daily, and it's taking over 3 hours a day even with everyone at Best Friends and collecting items for me. I've been playing for several months, but it's getting very tiring and it is starting to become a chore. It's just not sustainable keep everything up to date in the game when you have work and other responsibilities. My grass looks like a jungle. Does any of you have suggestion with ADD and OCD? I'm not like you can just leave that one obsidian. Help. I just want a way to continue playing that is not disruptive to life and keeps the game fun and fresh. And Chelsea answered, I will cut out unnecessary items for your daily routine. The major item you're going to need for progression are going to be sticks and iron and things you can find in the Merry Meadows. Okay, so guys, sticks and iron. So I would not turn sticks into gold sticks for nothing at the moment. If you're working on your crown, maybe keep all the sticks, and if in the end we did not use all the sticks, maybe turn them into gold sticks later. But I was now randomly turning all my sticks into gold sticks, but I think I should stack sticks now. And also, iron was not something that I was collecting. I feel that now everything that is collectible, I'm working to be over 560 of each. So I'm always trying to have people collect the ones I have the less of. So I think I should be okay. And she said things you can find in the Merry Meadow. In the Merry Meadow, we can find the ribbons, which you should definitely get collected every day because it's very rare and it's only 2. And also all the pollen puff. And those I'm well over 999. But she mentioned something that we would be needing more than 999 of something. And so I'm wondering if it's to open the greenhouse, maybe we'll need like 999 pollen puffs and then a bunch of sticks and iron, for example, something like that, to unlock this new mechanic. So we'll look into that, but start collecting those things definitely. And I think that's it that you can collect in this area. And then she said if you have a backlog of other items, you should be absolutely fine for the foreseeable future. I would also cut out visitor gifts, assuming you've already maxed friendship. Most visitor gifts aren't going to contribute much to your progression, and they can definitely be time consuming. So now honestly, I've not gifted everyone again. I'm only gifting people I need specifically their resources, so sometimes I'm still gifting Wish Me Mel, and since you need to give 4 gifts, so one person 3 and someone else 1 every day, then I focus on the person I need. Or if I have no one and there's quest to gift to people, it actually works from this quest, so I'm happy. And actually, even though I'm always struggling to get fertilizer, I never remember to go and see Marine and get fertilizer from her, which is a shame because 5 is a lot, so I should definitely go, but it's not in my routine for some reason. Meave said, I just noticed Mylk joined. So Mylk, the singer of the amazing song Hello Friends, is now in the official server. I wanted to say to those that heard the new song in the update, I really appreciate reading all the lovely comments about it. Me and Phil worked super hard on the track and I really enjoyed co-producing and doing vocals for this. I actually haven't got the game yet. I'm contemplating whether to wait for the Switch launch early next year, so I can absolutely no-life this game. I've grown up with Sanrio going to Poron when I was an infant many times, so this collaboration was such an absolute dream and honor. Huge thanks to people at Sunblink making this experience magical. Welcome Mylk, and also Mylk has the special thanks tag like I do, so in green with Keropi. So welcome Mylk to the very select special thanks family. Icarissa said, I read Mylk as milk, and she put a milk glass in it. And apparently it's officially how you say her name. Jessie said, y'all are lucky it's spelled differently, otherwise I was going to have so much fun teasing everyone about Mylk coming. Okay, right before I go to the Discord, I want to unbox this with you. Actually, there was a conflict of interest between the cafe who organized the meetup and one of my sponsors, Blippo, and I was not able to announce that Blippo was one of the sponsors of my event, and they give this gorgeous, it's actually so much bigger than I thought, makeup pouch or cosmetic pouch, Harajuku vibes. So it's huge, but you can also put your pencils or things like that in it, and it's absolutely huge. And it says Blippo, it's so cute, and it's actually fake leather fabric, really nice, really nice. And also this plushie. So all the people who came to my event got these in their goodie bags. But you guys, if you also want to get these, I will link them in the description, and I have affiliate link with the Blippo, so if you buy anything using my code, you are helping support my channel, so thank you so much. And this is my Melody plush, and there's a pocket here, so you can put things in it if you want to display something. Yay, thank you so much Blippo for sponsoring my event. That was really, really sweet of you, and I'm so sorry that we got this conflict of interest and I could not share everything about you and how amazing your company is and supportive of my work. Thank you again, you guys. Please consider seeing Blippo. So now let's go to Discord, and it's the creation of a new Spoiled Milk channel, and Jessie said for discussing the Cinnamon Cafe storyline after the point where Poron can become a visitor. This is not very clear, so technically I'm filming this on July 31st. So as of today, I'm not sure if tomorrow she can become a visitor, because she can travel tomorrow, starting tomorrow, but I'm not sure if that means that we'll see crazy things happening. Usually you wait until you have a visitor as a resident, and then maybe the next day you have a quest involving that visitor, and I would expect this like that, but we never know. Now the heads up. In preparation for the 1.8.5 update and Poron's arrival, we've created a Spoiled Milk channel, and the discussion of the Mylk storyline starting with Poron should only be discussed in that channel or wild speculations. Though please spoiler tag it for the first 76 hours after Poron becomes a valid visitor. So that means that there will still be crazy things happening for at least the first 3 days, or maybe like people might wait up to 3 days to see her come, and so might not want to be spoiled. So I'm not sure, we'll see. Okay, so now from the wild speculation. Sinison said, when Wish Me Mel gets introduced, isn't she like forgetful? I remember one of her friends, like Chico, says that good things we're here to take care of her because he forgot things or something to that effect. So maybe she forgot that, and that's the storyline, but I hope we get to find out what's in the letter and who sent it to the island spirit. They are talking about when we brought Wish Me Mel as a best friend to the island spirit. And Ilenia said, this is so weird, I expected the conversation to be about the letter, but nothing. And Chelsea said, weird. And then we know now in the 1.8.5 that we had this letter, but apparently, yeah, she had waited up until being on that beach to show the letter to the island spirit, and then it says it was signed by I, and we don't know who that is. Dinosox says, Chelsea, is the Heart of the Island location gonna get a new purpose now that the Heart of the Island no longer stays here? They mean the island spirit, I think. And Chelsea said, you're just gonna wait and see. And Dinosaur says, see, patience is not something I possess. And Chelsea answered, I've noticed that generally about this community. And then Dinosaur says, I feel like most of this community came from ACNH where we could time travel, so the wait for everything is just not in our nature. But I checked today and 1.8.1 was 4 weeks ago, so mayhaps an announcement for 2.0 will come next week. Muhaha. Hopefully 2.0 will give us the Brat collab we need. And then Chelsea said 1.9. Yes, because obviously we're going to have 1.9. But yes, we know now what it is called. It's coming soon. Vera said, she's an anthropomorphic cat, but still a cat. A little girl cat who acts and talks like a human. I will die on this. So talking about Hello Kitty not being a cat. And Chelsea said, you can die on it, but her official creators have spoken. But I'm entertained that everyone has the same reaction, including us, that being shocked that Hello Kitty is not a cat. Honestly, I don't know what happened because it's been talked about for years. And recently, like I would say last week or like last 2 weeks, it resurrected in the media and everybody's talking about that again, but this is so weird. I don't know why. And then Shine Sprout said, but what about the others? Are then any of them not what you'd expect? Or is she a little human? Has that ever been specified? Girl who happened to look extremely cat-like, who is friends with upright bunnies, puppies, etc. And Chelsea said, Cinnamon Roll is definitely a puppy. I'm not confident enough to speak to anyone. So like, is my Melody also really a bunny? Or is she a girl? Like Hello Kitty is a girl and not a cat. This is interesting. A feedback that says, I need strawberry furniture. Miss Carrot 24K said strawberry and watermelon furniture. Chloe said a whole fruit collections. And Chelsea said patience friends. A feedback that says marking, tagging individual plots. Molaka says would be most helpful if we could tag, paint, mark, whatever our individual plots in various colors so we know it's there. And Chelsea said, I think this would be very difficult to implement given that we currently have all tool slots occupied with existing flower interaction, fert, plug, plant, trowel. We'll need to create some interface for it, and that's always quite expensive both in the dev perspective and from a player mental bandwidth perspective. Since many folks have been talking about new flower spawns identification though, it might be easiest to just have some sort of effect or highlight on flowers that just appeared. I'll take it to the US folks and see what they think. A feedback that says fertilizer. Imani says, more items should be able to be turned into fertilizer. Also, the type of plant you make into fertilizer should increase the chance of getting a new plant. Example, making eggwort, which is blue, should make the fertilizer blue, and it should be an option to use the blue fertilizer or the green fertilizer. And Chelsea said, having colored fertilizer would make things far too complicated to track. If we did that, we'd have to let people pick which fertilizer they wanted to use on every plot, and it would add an extra step to an already pretty packed process. Compost is something that we're considering, but there are other planned ways to improve fertilizer acquisition that we'll try first. Ilenia Wears Milk said, will the seed box be fixed in 1.9? And they're referring to now when you want to compost your seeds, at the end you had the stack of random seeds. Oh, those are the ones that you find in the Merry Meadow. And she said you will need 999 of something, and I thought it was not a bug, and she actually did this to prevent us for composting them because we might need 999 of these to open the greenhouse, so maybe don't. But she also answered, I think so. We'll clarify next week. A lot of leads are traveling for different events / meetings this week. And we'll talk about these events. I will also keep all your seeds just in case, just to be safe. Even though you could now transform them into fertilizer again, maybe don't. Sprout asks, how do we say Poron and Kurone? I've been saying in my head Poron and Korun, but I'm wondering if it's supposed to be like Korune, like Korune or something else. Candy Kitty said, not sure about official pronunciation, but the Japanese spelling for each would indicate Poron and Korune. Then Tofu said Poron and Korune. And Chelsea said, yup. So basically it's like we said, like the French pronunciation that was in English written cornet, not cornet, and speaking in French like a cornet. And then pronounce that as Japanese, that would say korune. Erali said, it's been 2 months since I've properly read through this channel, what's happening in the lore and everything. And Chelsea said, just watch Nikki's video basically. Nikki Island Adventure made a video, Where is Mylk? A Hello Kitty Island Adventure investigation. And if you don't know who Mylk is, if you don't know what has been said so far, what are all the speculations, go watch this video. I will also link it in the description. It was so interesting. Feedback that says visitor visiting more. And Chelsea said, the timing on visitors is very much by design. We don't want folks getting all of them all at once. It messes with the quest system technically and the overall pacing of the game experimentally. When we were waiting for the 1.8.5 update to drop, people were like freaking out and like, please push that button, everything. For this one, I was in the chat. And Tete said, genuinely curious if Chelsea's here just watching all this insanity unfold. And Chelsea said, I am. Well, technically it's on my sidebar while I do actual work TM, but still. We're gonna try to show some other Sunblink faces in here. And Steph said, yay for us, but I would like to know how you warned those poor people about how unhinged Discord is, haha. And Chelsea said, oh, I talk about y'all every week at our all hands. They know. Talking about the song with Mylk, like the singer Mylk and the whole video montage and everything. Chelsea said, we're so glad everyone enjoys it. It was a real labor of love for the team. We'd never done anything like that before, and there were definitely several painful learning moments along the way. But the whole team was so excited about it and really went the extra mile. I also think that Meg Fox in particular deserves a shout out. Not only was she the one who put together the final video out of all the clips the team worked on, but she also created several clips and scenes herself in the late hours when we round into a few issues with a planned sequence. I could shout out a ton of other team folks, but I don't know that they're online right now. So happy everyone loved it so much. It was certainly a group effort. Bringing you guys joy is what makes our job so fun. Oh, thank you so much. And actually, Meg is one of the people I was talking to on Instagram since the very beginning of the game, because she mentioned, oh, I worked on this game, and I casually talked to her, congratulate her, and she knows that I love the game. And when I saw that Chelsea mentioned that about her, I messaged her and said, oh my god, Chelsea said that you were instrumental in this. I got to swoop in since I already do a lot of the marketing videos and pitch it being a video montage, and that worked. It was a lot of last minute, late night and weekend work, but I knew it would be worth it. It helped majorly that a ton of awesome teammates were ready to drop everything to help me anytime I needed it to. We have a really amazing team at Sunblink. Everyone is so dedicated and loves that project so much. I'm so proud to work on such an amazing team. So yeah, this is amazing that everybody loves the game so much and really made this so emotional montage. And so I think, Meg, that you did an amazing job. Congratulations. Sprout said, anyone else finding the non-buddy characters don't do the jumpy pose? Given that they walk into places first, I wonder if it might be intentional, but it is weird, like bats would stand as if it wanted to, but then sits back down instead of jumping. It also doesn't work in photo ops or the other new ones like that. And Chelsea said, bug this, plus include video if you have it. We have a few issues with bats in particular, but it was very inconsistent. So if you guys also have this issue, you can look up for this specific bug report and add to it. This is the light gray monocle that has a different value than the other monocle. I think one was from the launch event and another one was a new thing they added, like the glasses. And Chelsea said, TLDR is that the shop functionality can break if it has no option to draw from, and since you can only get one of the non-dyeable event clothing, excepting the ones we released this year because we wanted folks to be able to put some in cabins for Poron, there was a chance your shop would crash if it tried to load a launch outfit and had no options. We didn't discover this until the final hours, so the quickest solution was just to also have the monocle be available on repeat in case you'd gotten everything else. Interesting. So now I'm thinking, don't we see anything because I've seen everything else, and the one time I saw this monocle, did I not buy it and did I not have it? No, if I had seen a 0, I would have bought it. Okay, I'm confused now. Okay, now 1.9 Everything Better with Mylk is a new channel. And just as a channel for discussing the update 1.9 Everything's Better in parentheses with Mylk, coming next week, and that was this Monday, the 29th. So next week we should have the update drop on Wednesday the 7th. We don't know yet if there will be an event, so normally we get it on Wednesday and then the event starts on the next day or the day after or something like that. I've mentioned a mechanic to adjust luck on minigames and wishing well. This just got pushed to 1.9.5 due to testing limitations. We'll keep you all posted on all future changes. Just a heads up that if you're doing multiplayer with unachievable content because you time travel or otherwise manipulated the game, it's a ban-worthy offense. Consider this a global initial warning and keep it clean, folks. Means that if you go and play multiplayer with somebody with a dress that is not already released in the game or something like that because it's a future unlockable by another day in the future of the login bonus or something like that. And if you're watching this and still do not know yet, do not time travel, because Chelsea said it's ban worthy, but also it could break your game and it could lock you out of all future events. It will make the stores, the things in your stores, the same every day and everything, and it's not worth it. So do not change the time of your game. I think I repeated in every single video, but do not get tempted. Heads up, one of our designers looked into the case of the missing Ducky raincoat and confirmed that it somehow managed to cease existing. We've dragged it back into existence and it will be in the 1.9 update. A feedback that says 2 visitors living in a cabin together. And Chelsea said expanding cabin was our solution to this and is the best we can do on this front while still having clear and accessible UX right now. The fact that you can make a cabin bigger and have different apartments so that everybody can live in the same area but not the same room. An update on the feedback last time about removing B and S characters from the codes and the 8 and 5 because it's confusing. And Chelsea said, it looks like letter removal might mess things up, but we're looking at a few other games who make letters one color and numbers another to help make it more clear. Fun fact, we aren't allowed to use the phrase bless you because its origins are God bless you, and Sanrio does not allow anything religious associated. This is very interesting, knowing that Sanrio means Saint River. So this is Japanese people using words they don't know nothing about. Anyways, then Chelsea says, don't ask me how Give and Gather happened, because this is technically Christmas. Feedback that says flower hats, and Hanabi shared crochet flower fairy hat pattern fantasy nymph witch cosplay photo. It's gorgeous. And Chelsea said, I love the idea, submitted it to the art team. That doesn't guarantee anything, of course, but it means they'll see it. Then something from actually Facebook. I wanted to share this crochet work from Leah, and it's a top hat Gudetama, Pochako and Hello Kitty. Look how adorable they are. You can even see Top Hat's Gudetama's butt, obviously. So this is such a cute work. I wanted to showcase it to you. Now let's talk about 2 events. So there was my event that I organized, and I started organizing it in March. Wanted to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Hello Kitty Island Adventure because it was actually on a Sunday and I thought it would be perfect for organizing a meetup, and I did it in Brighton in their Artbox Cafe, and I'm including some photos, but because it was the only cafe in Europe and the closest one to me that has Hello Kitty, this is where I decided to go. Even though I live in Switzerland and it costed me a fortune to travel there, but that's another story. People were sad I did not organize it in the US, but it would cost me even more a fortune. So in the future, if you want me to organize meetups, please consider joining my channel membership to support me in maybe in the future I get enough money so I can travel to big events and make it for you. I would love that. But yeah, I organized this meetup and we ended up being 12 people and it was lovely. But what I'm very sad about is that not that many people playing the game could actually attend, and most people were actually just people liking Sanrio or Hello Kitty in general. And there was that one person that was also playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and it's MX Moonstar. And MX Moonstar is also a Hello Kitty Island Adventure YouTuber. If you have not seen their content, you should subscribe. I will also put a link in the description. And they made a very cool video about the whole event, and I'm so happy that they came. So please go also watch this video. But I was so impressed about their outfit, because it's the second time I saw somebody actually making an outfit from the game, and it was a Hugs and Hurt. I think at some point we need to meet again and they wear this outfit and I wear my dress from the Hugs and Hurt, because it will be so cool, like the two outfits together. That would be so perfect. They also made some tiny plushies in felt and that was gorgeous. Honestly, I was so impressed by their skills for this outfit, and it made me so happy to see that. But also everybody else who came to this event were adorable and we had such a nice vibe and everybody was so nice. And the second event is actually an official Apple and Sanrio event that was at the new Gudetama Cafe in California, and they organized something special for the game, for the International Day of Friendship. And you can see on their Instagram maybe some videos. A lot of influencers were there and made some cool videos, so I'm posting a few of them here and a few of their photos, and it looked like everybody had a lot of fun. And it's the second event they did one about like a year ago for the launch, and it was at the Hello Kitty Cafe in Irvine. Honestly, I wish I could go to future events like that. I would love to travel there, but also, yeah, it was very far from me to go there and I was also not invited. But please invite me in the future. I would love to come. I'm so happy that this game is thriving and I'm so excited for the 1.9 update. Where does time go? Time flies. This is crazy. Everything goes so fast. Anyways, thank you for watching until the end. I hope that you had a lot of fun and see you in my upcoming live stream of the 1.9. Bye bye.